We're going to take questions for John Daly from Freaks and Geeks 2, so give us a call. The number is 800-839-7880. And, of course, you can email us through our web form at g4techtv.com/asktsx. And, as always, you can chat with us in our IRC room as well. Just point your browser to chat.g4techtv.com and start typing away. Please, no spamming.
Freaks and Geeks questions all over the place. Just send them on in.
Yes.
Can't wait to answer
There's a
them.
lot of ways to contact us. I just realized that.
Yeah.
If you're not contacting us, you have no excuse.
At least 15 different ones.
Yes.
But first, the Big Head Centauri movement is coming back, Kevin, and I know you're excited about that.
Bamf. Of course. How could you not be? It is coming. It's Babylon 5. Creator J. Michael Straczynski has adapted his hit sci-fi TV series for the big screen. Now, Stephen Beck will direct the feature, which begins production in April in the UK.
Right, and the movie is called In the Memory of the Shadows, and in ancient technology, the long-dead shadow race is being unleashed on Earth, and it's up to an Earth Force intelligence officer and a technomage to counter the threat, which is very exciting.
A technomage, that's interesting.
It's a mystical IT kind of guy.
Yeah. Very magical pocket protector, and he goes around and fixes windows for you.
Yeah, and he has a big little sign that says, "Hi, I'm a technomage."
It's cool. Babylon 5 has the cult following, so here it is. I mean, they got the movie made, so it'd be interesting to see how well it does.
It was an awesome series. It was something different, and its cookbook, phenomenal, because I have to say I have its cookbook.
You do have the Babylon 5 cookbook, don't you? Have you actually made a recipe out of the cookbook?
No, I haven't. But they have very interesting names that you can't ever find. I want to make fries, so I'm going to look up this recipe. No, it's like Centauri dubu bugs, you know?
Yeah.
So
well, they wouldn't call it.
Okay.
If you're in the future, fries are known as dubu bugs.
Right, exactly. Hey, Kevin, you know, next time you pass a cranky old person and he tells you that in his day, they didn't have them fancy things like domain names, you know what you can drop on him?
What?
A little thing called jottings.com. It's unearthed a list of the oldest registered domain names, some dating back to as long ago as 1985.
I remember that year fondly.
You know, everything was like black and white then. Policemen carried swords.
Yes, streets were lit by candlelight, etc.
There was no chaos, no violence, nothing.
I can't believe that there are. I mean, some of these. This link actually comes off Plastic Bugs, which is one of my favorite blog sites. And you go here, and we see right here. This is the third month. Symbolics.com was the first registered domain in 1985. I mean, that is old. And then BBN, right here, these were the guys who pretty much invented the internet. They jumped on the bandwagon right ever. Oddly enough, within that first 100 list, you're not going to find Microsoft. What were the odds? I thought
IBM was one of the first.
IBM was definitely there, and there along with Xerox and a couple other companies. Sun's right up there, but I thought Microsoft were the trendsetters. What's going on? Apparently they missed that whole internet thing. Oh well.
Bill Gates, what are you going to do? And for those of you that mold your lives after Apple commercials like I do, iPodMyPhoto.com offers a dose of consumer culture for a very small price.
This is sad. It's a sad, sad day.
It's a very fun thing.
For the internet.
All you have to do is upload your JPEG pictures up to 1 megabyte in size, and then you select a color from a scheme from the Apple Silhouette iPod campaign, and for $20, it's yours.
Yes.
Just that single photo for $20.
And the site makes it look like, oh, you know, we'll iPod your photo, and you can make mouse pads and gift cards and Christmas cards, and it'll be fun. But no, all they're going to do is do a little Photoshop hack on you and send you the file back. And that they don't tell you is how easy it is to do it. Here's our producer here. It took us literally 5 minutes to use the pen tool and just mask him out in Photoshop. There he is, giving his hard-earned $20 to a website.
Right.
Really sad. And once you realize how easy it is, look at that.
Oh, there's the iPod.
There's an iPod user saying, "Oh, how stupid of me to pay $20 to let some high school guy
would have given me a shadow under that guy,
this."
but I don't see a shadow underneath your Photoshop.
Exactly.
Hack.
It's really easy to do. Use the pen tool. Learn how to use layers. It's don't give somebody $20 to give you a cheesy Photoshop file. I'm sorry. I can't in good conscience recommend that to you.
Aww. But it's a fun little site.
Well, you know, someone's making money off of it, sadly.
And as you were talking about earlier, today is Thursday, Kevin.
Yes, it is.
And that means it's time for the Screensavers LAN Party.
Powered by NVIDIA!
Woo! And Brendan's over at the LAN Party to introduce our guest players. Wow. Brendan?
Yes, today we're playing Joint Ops Escalation. It's the new expansion pack for Typhoon Rising, and it adds even more weapons and vehicles to the already epic battlefields of Indonesia. And our Rackspace servers are fired up and ready to go, so today playing with us is J.R. Richards. He is the lead singer of Dishwalla, and his production manager, Tristan Rossi. Of course, down the line, there is Kevin Rose, who is ready to be fragged, or frag someone else. And next to him is the senior designer of Joint Ops Escalation, Brent Houston. Guys, welcome to the party. We'll see you a little bit later in the show. And stay tuned, we've got lots more to come, because later, the star of the cult favorite TV show Freaks and Geeks, John Daly, will be here. And when we come back, the mastermind behind cult phenomenon Giant Robot is here to school us in the latest collectibles in Asian pop culture when the Screensavers continues.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the show, and today I have with me the chief arbiter of cutting-edge Asian culture, Eric Nakamura, who is here with us to show off the notoriety of Asian collectibles that are taking America by storm. And I have to tell you that when I saw these toys, I was like, oh my God, it is so cool. I love all the stuff that you have in your stores. I love your magazine. Tell me, what does your magazine actually represent, Giant Robot?
We represent Asian pop culture and more. You know, just anything that's good about Asian pop culture that we think is interesting, we go ahead and write about it. So that's the magazine. And yeah, this is what we work so hard on.
Well, what facets of Asian American pop culture do you guys really embrace?
You know, it ranges from literally anything. We could take the most boring things and write about fun things too. So it can be stuff about history, which can be boring, but no, we could turn it into something fun.
Is that the Eco Tofu?
That is the
machine that I hear in the background.
That is the machine talking to us.
Wow, it's making a lot of noise. Yeah. All right, what inspired the first issue of the magazine?
I think at the time there was just nothing that we thought was really fun for us to read. We were just sitting around like looking at other magazines thinking, you know, this is not for us. So we went ahead and just decided, let's just make our own. And that's how we did it.
Oh, that's crazy. All right. Well, I noticed that you've created an awesome two-dimensional space with your magazine, and you've kind of brought the pages to life with your Giant Robot stores that are actually a store and an art space, an art gallery. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at this mecha.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Hi, we're at GR2, which is Giant Robot 2, our extension of our magazines, 3D version. So here we have art shows. We also carry goods by like Takashi Murakami, Yoshitomo Nara t-shirts and goods. We carry tons of stuff by other artists all from all over the world. I don't know, we carry little plush animals here, you know, some of the high-end designers type stuff. We carry skate decks, artist prints, ugly doll, vinyl dolls. And we also carry like small, like handmade stuff, little zines, small publications by people. We also have a webcam here, which I get to take a look at what's going on in the stores, and you know, it kind of runs on this computer right here. People from around the world can watch Giant Robot stores in action, so I think that's kind of a great thing. So I could always say hi, there it is. We're now at Giant Robot 1 right across the street, so we should come in and take a look. Hi, so we're here at Giant Robot 1, and we have a lot of cute items. We have like little knockmans, we have our t-shirts, we have comics, tons of local comics. I mean, we love comics, so I think that's an easy thing. We have plush dolls, you know, like a cute little fruit head. We have Kogepan, Burnt Bread Man. There's a lot of characters, you know, we have a Ninja Star, Totoro, and I think we have a lot of stationaries, stickers, and DVDs, and a lot of minifigures, like little tiny figures. That kind of rounds up what we have here. That's Giant Robot stores in a nutshell. So it's back to you, Chilan.
Oh, thanks for that, Eric.
You're welcome. How did I get here so fast?
I know, right? You must have some kind of like time warp machine. So can you tell me a little bit about the toys and the artists that you love and you show off in your stores? You brought a lot of toys here today, and I'm like totally interested and in love with all of these items.
You're touching, this is Bigfoot right here. It's the wonderful green Echo Bigfoot, done by an artist named Bigfoot. We have the Tofu guy right here, which is done by Devil Robots in Japan, and I like tofu, and I think tofu is really cool. We have Ugly Dolls made by the Ugly Doll folks.
Tell me the story about Ugly Dolls, because I know that they weren't made for the public to buy or anything. They actually came to your store, were holding a bunch of these, and said, "Hey, are you interested in having our Ugly Dolls in your store?" Right?
Well, in the beginning, yeah, they just showed up one day, and I was working there, and yeah, he had like one, and just said, you know, this is an Ugly Doll, and I'm like, that's great, you know, can you make more? And he's like, how am I going to make 20, you know, or how am I going to make 10? Because it took forever just to make the first one. But yeah, no, since then, they got really big.
That's great.
Yeah.
And you have like these really cool Japanese collectibles, and these are all the salarymen, right?
Yeah.
This is a guy drinking beer after work.
Yeah. And there's another guy who is just standing there, I guess. You know?
He's a common sight in Japan. The guy after a hard day's work, he has a tie tied around his head. After he's been drinking a lot of beer.
I don't know why the tie goes on the head, but for some reason I think that's just some kind of cultural thing. I don't really get it, but you know.
Great, and one of your favorite toys is actually this machine back here, the slot machine.
Yeah.
The Eco Tofu. How does it work? Tell me about it.
Well, it's basically kind of based on a pachinko machine, right? And then, I don't know, they kind of made a hybrid into a slot machine. And I think, you know, I just love the tofu characters, and I think having a machine like this is just really cool.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm into it.
Well, thanks so much for joining us today, Eric. I had such a great time. I love all of the stuff here. And if you guys want to get more of a fix on your Asian pop culture, get some updates and check out giantrobot.com. You have to go to this website. It's so cool. And now, still ahead, we'll check in on the action over at our LAN party. And when we come back, John Daly from the Emmy award-winning show Freaks and Geeks will join us. And the Screensavers continues. Everybody, welcome back. Now, the show Freaks and Geeks only ran for one season, yet earned an Emmy Award and legions of diehard fans. The entire series was released on DVD earlier this year, and now 2 books featuring the scripts from every episode of Freaks and Geeks is in bookstores now. Here to talk about the show is one of the stars of Freaks and Geeks, John Daly. John, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask you, give us a rundown about the show because a lot of people might not be familiar with it. It was set in the 80s.
Right.
What was the show about?
Well, it's basically what all the other networks didn't let you see in the other shows that they did with the popular people. It takes a look at the outcasts in the school, the ones that were you know, trying to do well on their grades, and the ones that did drugs behind the bleachers, the freaks and the geeks. And so it's basically following their lives.
Well, you play Sam Weir.
Yeah.
And that he was a huge nerd in that. Excuse me,
Oh,
but
yeah.
he was. He was a big nerd in that series. Were you a geek in high school?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I wasn't in a normal high school situation because I was actually doing the show, so you could still say I was a geek in high school, even though it was a fictional high school. But yeah, I was a geek throughout my entire childhood.
So you didn't have to do a lot of prep work for that show
Oh,
at
no.
all.
No,
was
it came
like all
naturally.
life experience.
Oh, yeah.
Let me ask you, did you actually get to keep any of the cool 80s clothes that you wore?
I did not, because they were extremely uncomfortable. Polyester really gets to you, you know?
And it was a little tight on you.
Very tight, because I'm about 6 feet taller than I was when I was yeah, I had a very high voice as well.
It only added to the geek factor.
Exactly.
All right. Well, the show was only around for about one season,
Yeah.
right? Even though it was like critically acclaimed. Why do you think it has such a huge cult following now?
Well, the people that it appealed to were the people that tend to act passionately about the things that they love. And in this case, they had we had such a big fan base, and they were so loyal to the show because it was a great show and they loved it. And it's great to have those types of people on your side, you know, because without them, we would have never even gone to air. So it was great to have them.
It's great to have the really loyal fans. Like
Definitely.
once they're hooked, they're on forever.
Oh, yeah.
Well, how important do you think the internet was in generating like a lot of interest in the DVD release? Because I know that was just recently done.
Right. It was absolutely important because the way that they got the DVDs released was because they had a thing where you signed up to be, if you were interested in getting a DVD, and so people would you know, email the site saying that they were interested, and we got thousands and thousands of letters from people all over the country saying that they wanted DVDs of the show, and that really had a lot to do with it.
Wow, that's really impressive.
Yeah.
So now the DVD box set was released earlier this year, and recently released are 2 books featuring the scripts of Freaks and Geeks. Every single one from the show. Can you tell me what you get in this book?
Well, see, the thing is, it's cool to have this along with the DVD set because this has all the deleted scenes that aren't in the show. All the scenes, it's the shooting script, so it has stuff that you know, only the writers know about, and now everyone else knows about. And
so all the secrets are unleashed
exactly
in volume 1 and 2.
Exactly, and there are pictures and letters from the networks. Like it's a lot of fun. I mean, when I was looking at it, there was stuff that even took me by surprise. It was great.
Well, that's awesome. Well, thanks so much for joining us, John.
Thanks
this
for
was
having
so great. Now, you can pick up Freaks and Geeks, the complete scripts volume 1 and 2 in bookstores now. And for more information on Freaks and Geeks, just visit freaksandgeeks.com. Now, stick around. There's lots more to come. After the break, we've got today's breaking tech news, that we like to call it The Feed. And we'll catch up with our special land party guest, the Bandish Walla. That's next, so stay tuned.
Welcome back to the show. I'm Kevin Pereira.
And I'm Shilan Liu. Coming up in this half hour, Kevin Rose has some really shady deals that you can find online.
Yes, plus behind the scenes of the legendary Gen Con gaming conference. I know, it's exciting.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be awesome.
Of gameplay. And we'll go on a shopping spree with our first Digital Digs contest winner. But now it's time for the feed.
Oh, look at that. Actually, before we get to the first story, I don't know if we could check in with Kevin Rose over in the little land center there.
Dude, my bike just blew up.
Yeah, no, we're bumping out to break, and I'm back there watching him play, and he's sitting there talking about, oh, the game's so awesome, you could ride a motorcycle. Meanwhile, there's messages scrolling on the bottom of the screen saying, like, need assistance, need backup, like, we're under fire, and he's just sitting there, Kevin, look at this, whee!
I'm telling you, it's the best part of the game. The one thing I don't understand, though, is why am I holding, like, I tried to shoot someone, and I'm holding documents for some reason. Like, that's a gun or something?
You give him a paper cut.
As you can all see, Rose is a pro at this game.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say. He's a pro.
This is my first time playing, but I do like the riding the bikes. That's a lot of fun.
I love
paper cut him, Rose.
Yeah,
paper cut him.
Give him one on the lip. Anyway, I'm sorry. Back to the feed. Yes, there's news in the next great format war, ladies and gentlemen. The mouse has spoken. The Walt Disney Company announced today that it will release its movies on Sony's high-definition Blu-ray DVDs when compatible players become available, probably sometime in 2006. Now,
quite a ways off.
Yeah. Now, here are the differences here. First of all, you can notice capacity. Right? I mean, that's huge. Like HD DVD, 30 gigs, Blu-ray right off the bat, you're getting 50 gigs, and there's rumors of a Blu-ray disc that can go a lot larger than that, something like 200 gigabytes, they're saying. And the big thing with HD DVD was supposed to be that all HD DVD players were going to be backwards compatible, but now, according to Gizmodo's little shootout that they did, there's going to be Blu-ray players that are backwards compatible as well, so I don't know how HD DVD stands a chance much anymore.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, but there are big companies behind the HD DVD
that's
as
true.
well, right?
They're huge.
So we have Sony and we have Dell and several other companies. I don't know how successful it's going to be.
They're behind the Blu-ray, I believe. And then, but the biggest thing, the biggest stake, really, in HD DVD, I think, is going to be the PlayStation 3, and that's surprising. This console now has so much clout behind it that when Sony announces, hey, our next-gen console is going to use Blu-ray, people really listen, as they should, because a lot of people bought their PS2s as a DVD player, so you never know.
All right, well, you know what? You think you're safe from viruses, Kevin? I know you think you do, but just because you've moved past your Internet Explorer fetish doesn't mean that you are. So,
I did move past the fetish, by the way, today. Rose made me switch to Firefox. I was
right.
Yeah, he was. You gotta try it. You know what? It's good.
I have a bike again, by the way. This is
Congrats, buddy.
I'm back on my bike.
We're all really happy. Do you sing in your head when you're going over cliffs and jumps?
Here we go. Here comes the jump.
Oh yeah. There we go. Meanwhile, you see the radar flashing as his teammates are being mowed down, and he's too busy doing Evel Knievel flips.
Well, as I was saying before, I think an angel gains wings whenever someone switches from IE to Mozilla.
Yes.
But as Sukunya has unveiled a major security flaw which affects all browsers, including Safari and Mozilla.
Yes.
So be careful.
Yeah, this is
In this new exploit, it allows a nefarious hacker to take control of pop-up windows and put whatever they want into them. This is the most dangerous, as web users may be tricked into dropping their most special information, all of your personal stuff, like the dirty hands of these criminals.
Yeah, like here's an example that site did, actually. It's the Citibank website, but if you click on the consumer alert that says beware of fraudulent emails, the pop-up that was supposed to come from, Citibank is actually the hackers, hijacked pop-up. So this could be really big. The sad thing is that their recommendation, like for how to avoid this, is don't click on links from untrusted sites, basically. So don't follow a link to your own bank site from an untrusted site. That's kind of like saying avoid viruses by don't bothering to download. Not the best fix in the world. Hopefully they come up with something better.
Just be extra careful, I think, is what they're actually saying.
Definitely.
So.
If you're going to go to your bank's website or any important websites, go directly yourself. Don't follow a link off some leak hacksaw website with the black background.
But in lighter news, a new study indicates that men who spend a lot of time working on their laptops may be less likely to father children. But it's not for the reason you might think.
Yes, the State University of New York studied men aged 21 to 35 and found that using a notebook on your lap can raise, yes, I'm about to say what I'm about to say, raise the temperature of the scrotum by as much as 2.1 degrees Celsius. And remember, kids, heat is deadly to your little swimmers. Oh, listen to them. Listen to him cry. That's awful. That's actually...
They were dying that moment. That's why there were so many screams.
That was pretty awful.
But there was a separate European fertility study that found a temperature increase of even 1 degree Celsius can reduce your sperm by up to 40%.
No, put the laptop down. That's just not right.
I'm sure that there are some sort of devices or pads out there to protect your scrotum that aren't a bad idea. I don't think I'll need them.
Just wear a cup. Just a jock strap in a cup. You'll be fine. Rose does it.
I think further study is going to be needed here.
Yeah, Rose does it. Now let's send things to Brennan, who's over at our LAN party. Brennan, how you doing over there?
You said scrotum.
I said it like several times.
Thank you. Yes, once again, it's time for our weekly Screensavers LAN party powered by NVIDIA.
Yeah.
Kevin, that one was for you. The game today is Joint Operations Escalation. Today, like we've been teasing, we've got some pretty cool guys in the studio. Dishwalla lead singer J.R. Richards and his stage manager, Tristan Rossi. How's it going, guys?
It's going really good.
Yeah? I've been watching. You took a pretty nasty spill, Tristan.
He couldn't figure out how to work the parachute, I think, when he jumped out of the helicopter.
Right. So tell me, guys, what you guys been up to?
We just finished a record, and we just started doing some shows, and probably starting beginning next year, we'll go into full tour mode.
Yeah.
So.
When's the record due out?
Record is due out end of February, beginning of March, somewhere in there.
What's it sound like in comparison with your other albums?
It's pretty. It's probably the heaviest record we've ever done. The last one was very dreamy and ethereal sounding, and this one is definitely very abrasive. So we tend to flip flop every record we've done. It's our 5th record. So each record is different from the one previous to it.
Do you think that helps, change it up a bit with the music and all that?
I think it makes it interesting for the listeners, and fans, and as well as for us too. Just keep it interesting for us.
You guys have been working with some cool producers, right? Can you tell me about that? Or?
Yeah. Well, we worked with 3. Usually you work with 1, and we actually worked with 3 this time. And one guy was Bill Simzik, he's done B.B. King, The Who, the Eagles, very kind of old school guy, and just an incredibly gifted person. He's done more amazing records than I could ever hope to do. And we worked with Sylvia Massey, and she's done like Tool, and she works in a crazy place up in Weed, California, in an old theater that's haunted, and it's got a neat setup up there. And then another guy, Ryan Green, who's done most of the punk rock you hear on the radio right now.
Cool.
So it's a good combination.
Yeah, well, this one's for you, Tristan. You guys are on the road a lot, and you were saying earlier you got one station in front and one in the back.
Yeah.
How's the gaming on the road?
The gaming is always going on because there's not much to do. The satellite system on the bus generally kind of sucks, and every time you go into an underpass, you lose it. Right. So the games are huge, and we usually have an Xbox and a PS2 on there, and it's it's kind of back and forth. A lot of Halo.
A lot of Halo?
A lot of Halo.
Yeah, are you losing sleep over the Halo 2, or?
No, we were actually up to about, we were up pretty late last night in Halo 2, trying to get through in Legendary.
It must be tough being a rock star.
Co-op.
I know,
downtime.
I'll let you guys get back to the game. We're going to walk over here. We've got Kevin Rose, who's usually playing, and the man of the hour, Brent Houston. How are you doing?
Good. How about yourself?
Yeah, Kevin, you've got the papers.
Yeah, the server crashed now, so now I can't even get back in. Is it reloading another game, or what's going on?
Yeah, it's actually they changed the game over, and you're in the right direction there.
Okay. I guess I'm back in.
Okay,
this is my first time playing, so I'm
you're doing great.
Used to it.
Yeah, I can tell. Yeah, with the motorcycle jumps coming along there. Yeah. Brent, let's talk to you for a second.
Sure.
Tell us a little bit about what's new for this game with the weapons and everything.
Basically, we've added a bunch more weapons, as you might expect for an expansion pack, a bunch more vehicles, and a whole lot of new maps and features, and kind of taking a look at things, and based off some of the player feedback, we've tried to speed things up a little bit, keep people more in the action all the time, so we kind of rethought how we're doing things and designed things a little bit differently, so you're doing a lot more fighting and a lot less waiting around.
Cool. All right. Well, sounds good. All right, well, if you're in Southern California, you want to see Dishwalla play tomorrow, they're live at Canes. Go to dishwalla.com for more info. And coming up, Kevin's got the latest and greatest steals and deals, and we go inside the Ultimate Gaming Convention, Gen Con SoCal. That's coming up.
Gen Con SoCal came to Anaheim this past weekend and brought with it every type of game-playing lifestyle imaginable. Now, for those of you who've never been to Gen Con, take a peek at what you've been missing. It's hard to believe that it all started back in Wisconsin with a simple gathering of gamers, but now, over 36 years later, it's turned into an international convention billed as the best 4 days in gaming. It's here right now at the Anaheim Convention Center. It's Gen Con.
It's very much got past that demonic label or whatever, because people realize it's just about creativity. You know, early on, I think it was just sort of an easy target. You know, sometimes when somebody needs to make a little crusade, they'll pick on something that's small. Well, D&D isn't small anymore.
Are you a board gamer or a video gamer or
I am a gamer. Never seen any of these games before, but watching it, these people take it seriously.
Kingdra, I choose you!
We have breaking news here from Gen Con right outside the Anaheim Convention Center. Some sort of fight has broken out. There's a bit of a squabble. I'm not sure what's going on. This could get a little crazy. Be careful. We're going to try and see exactly what's going on here. Sir, what's the situation here?
Well, it may look like this massive melee or outbreaks of hostility, but it's just a bunch of friends getting together and playing Daggerger, which is an international organization that studies medieval combat through use of safe foam weapons.
Today we have the $1 million Versus System Pro Circuit. We're taking all the heroes from the Marvel Universe, all the heroes from the DC Universe, like Batman, Superman, Wolverine, putting them against one another and giving people a lot of money for playing the card game. We're talking about $1 million over the course of the year, 4 stops in New York City, Amsterdam, Los Angeles, and Indianapolis.
One of the nice things about Gen Con is that you get a wide variety of games. It's not just the big shots, it's the mom and pops, it's the little guys. And I'm joined by Nat from Behemoth 3, and now your game is Masters and Minions?
That's right, Masters and Minions. It's a way to give new life to classic D&D monsters. Everything you need to play them as a character and everything a Dungeon Master needs to put them into any part of their campaign and make it interesting.
We're about the gamer. We're about the game. Whatever type of game you want to play. We got card games, role-playing games, video games, arcade games, you name it. Any type of game, that's what we're about. We're about the gamer.
You know, when other media outlets go to conventions, they sometimes show people in costumes and make mockeries of them. But that's not how the Screensavers does it, no. You want to know how we're going to handle costumes? Get this. We're going to show them to you. What does Gen Con mean?
Gen Con means free stuff for everybody.
Gamers Encounter.
General Convention.
Gaming, D&D.
Okay, some of you got it right, but most of you got it wrong. Gen Con stands for Geneva Convention because it's from Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
That's what you're missing.
Kevin, I noticed there was a lot of guys in drag out there.
It's a little cosplay, but
Yeah.
it's, you know, it's for the love of the game.
That's what they mean by role-playing, right?
Yeah, I think
I
so.
was going to ask the same question. What's like the girl-to-guy ratio at a convention like that?
You know, surprisingly, there were 4 or 5 genuine females there.
Nice.
There was like at least 15 or 16 men posing as females as well.
Right.
But overall, like legitimate born female attending as females, there was 5 or 6.
How could
You should see the phone numbers he got.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously, I've called a couple. Yeah. Anyway, I know, Kevin, I know what you're thinking. You're wondering, why don't we touch on Rock the Con, right?
Yes.
It's the concert.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, it's a concert geared just towards the hardcore gamers. So all the acts have something to do with gaming. Well, guess what, Brendan?
What about it?
You should guess.
There's something about Rock the Con.
Yes, next week's show, we're going to have a package that's going to tell you all about it. We're going to show you all the bands that rocked out with their Spock out. Huh?
Scrotum.
All right, now we're going to check in with Kevin. Kevin's over in the kitchen.
Is that like just the fallback word?
What did they say?
It's like scrotum.
Yeah.
All right, it's time for some dark deals. Now, these are the deals and steals I found around the net. Some of them not so good, some of them pretty good. But 3 of them I found today. The first one is a free optical mouse. This is from Tiger Direct. It's completely free, and the only reason why I threw it on here is because it looks pretty cool. I mean, that's not a bad-looking mouse. And for free, this is a good stocking stuffer. You can throw it in, and you don't have to pay any money for it. The next one we have here is from DVD Empire. This one's really cool. Basically, what they've done is they've taken all the Fox first season TV DVDs. I'm talking The Simpsons, Volume 1, Futurama, you name it, in living color, all $14.99. So those are some pretty good deals. Or Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I love Buffy. Great stuff. Big Buffy fan?
That speaks volumes, Rose. That quote right there is my new sig.
What?
Nothing. Joe, continue with the dark deals.
Big Buffy fan.
Go for it.
Let's just move on.
Big Buffy fan. Exactly. Thank you.
Punks. Okay, next one. From Amazon.com. This is pretty cool. This is a Lexar 512 megabyte thumb drive for $29.99. You have to do a little $15 mail-in rebate, but it's still a pretty good deal. Let me show you a little bigger picture. Why is that when you click on to get a bigger picture and
it gives you a bigger window?
The same size, a bigger window, but the exact same size.
Awesome. The same thumbnail. You can store all your Buffy wallpapers on that keychain.
That's right. I could actually.
That's a 512's a
There's nothing wrong with
size.
Buffy.
No, it's great.
Yeah.
Love it.
He said he was a fan.
It's a huge one.
Anyway. Last deal, if this one is all about Dell. If you're going to buy a new computer for someone that you love this holiday season, I have 3 coupon codes for you. They're good for 20 or 30% off various Dell desktops and laptops. Now, those are kind of, I know you're not grabbing your pen and paper right now, but I'm going to take all those codes along with all the links to all of these deals and put them on the website. You have to copy and paste that code because it's kind of a hack around, but it'll get you like 20 or 30% off, which is always good. And that'll all be on the screensavers.com. Now, coming up after the break, we'll take more of your light calls, and you've probably heard all about our Digital Digs contest. Well, when we come back, we have the first winner that's enjoying a $25,000 shopping spree at Circuit City. That's all after these messages.
Do yourself a favor and be sure to catch tomorrow's show. All the cool kids are doing it. We're having a celebrity PC race for charity. It's a race to build a working PC from parts we've got lying around. We've got a Barker beauty and one of the stars of MTV's Pimp My Ride to help out. And Sarah's got a review of the movie Ocean's 12 due to hit theaters tomorrow. Plus, special musical guest nonetheless, the sun. That's all on tomorrow's show. The sun will be here.
That's going to be
all of its shining
I
glory.
cannot wait. All right, well, the Digital Digs Dash is over, and the winners now have the goods in hand. G4 and Circuit City gave out $100,000 worth of merchandise to 4 lucky winners, and we got to help them spend it at Circuit City. Today, we meet Matt, a programming analyst preparing to go back to school to study pharmacy. Well, let's see how he decided to spend his $25,000.
Hey everybody, I'm here at the Santa Monica, California Circuit City, where today I'm going to go shopping with the Digital Digs Dash winner. We're going to spend $25,000 and he's going to go home a happy man. Hey, welcome to Los Angeles.
Hi, thank you.
Congratulations, you're Matt, right?
Yes.
You are our first Digital Digs winner.
Thank
you
you.
have $25,000 to spend. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's get inside the store.
Thank you.
Okay, Matt, we're here in the laptop section. What kind of laptop are you looking for?
Look for a Toshiba Cosmio.
Oh, you've done your research. Yeah. So we have a 17-inch and a 15-inch. What are you thinking?
First 17.
Really?
Yeah.
Bigger's better.
Always.
Okay, Matt, what TV are you looking at?
Looking at the Samsung DLP. 56-inch. Yes, this one.
What are you going to get your parents?
The Sony over there.
Let's take a look.
Okay.
Oh!
Big one.
Right, so you're going to get him the Vega. 60-inch Grand Vega LCD. Oh, you're going to get him an LCD. Yeah. So why did you pick the DLP and you're going to give them the LCD?
Older generation has more of like the brand name thing, so they're getting a Sony. They'll know it's a good product. They'll be happy with it.
Okay, so half of your prize money has just been spent. Yeah. Where do you want to go next?
Digital cameras.
Ah, here they are. So what brand are you looking for?
For myself, I'm looking for a Canon. It's a 20D.
Now, you're going to get a camera for your friend as well,
that's
right?
True. Yeah, I'm looking at the A400. Great entry. It's Canon. Can't go wrong with that.
Cool. What are we going to do next?
iPods.
What type of iPod are you looking for?
Looking at a 20 gig.
We have a 20 gig here. We have the mini. I can't interest you in a mini.
No, too small. Bigger is better, remember?
All right. $300 down. Who's this going to go to? You?
This is actually a present for a friend, too.
Oh, you're so generous with your presents. Yeah. All right. Tell me where we're going to go next.
Let's go to the video game.
So we're in the game section. What game are you looking for?
Must-have game for 2004 is Half-Life.
Of course. Well, look at what we have here.
That's Nintendo DS.
Nice. How do you like the touchscreen?
It's nice. Nintendo makes great products.
So, $150 down. Where are we going to go next? Let's take a walk. This is good. Buffy. House on the Prairie. Sex and the City because I enjoy it.
South Park.
Hero, you have to have just because I like the packaging. Drama Queen because I know you're going to have the ladies come over and they need something to watch. Ooh, Blade Runner. Director's cut. All right, Matt, so you have that awesome DLP TV and now you have a great DVD collection. You're all set.
Okay.
Let's go. That shopping spree was crazy, and Matt's house is totally pimped out now. That was the first $25,000 down, and we have $75,000 left to give away. Tomorrow, we will meet our second winner and see how he handles the shopping spree.
He bought mostly gifts for people. Very sweet.
He did. He was so generous.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's going to be some special friend that he's going to give all those things to.
All right, we're going to take a live call now. How about that? Kevin
joins
us on the phone from Anaheim Hills, California. Kevin, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, dude.
Excellent
Hi.
name. What's up, buddy?
Wow, that's like the third Kevin on there.
Yeah, I know. We've got way too many Kevins in the studio, so if you have a nickname, feel free to throw it out. If not, give us your question, buddy.
Yeah, listen, I somehow got, like, spyware on my computer, and to counter it, I got Spybot Search and Destroy.
Oh, yeah, you got to be careful with that.
Yeah, and, then I got, I used it, and apparently, like, 3 spyware come up. They're called People on Page, Booked Space, and DSO Exploit. And when I click Fix Problems, it doesn't delete them. And so I was wondering if there's another way I could delete them, or there's another program I could use.
Yeah, thankfully, the internet's a really, really unfriendly place. Thankfully, there's a lot of anti-spyware programs just because of this problem. So.
And we actually have 2 really good ones to recommend to you. Adware is a really good one that,
absolutely.
that I use all the time on my computer. I clean it out every 2 days.
Yeah, generally I find Adware, normally I recommend Adware first, and if that doesn't seem to get it all, I say, go for, Search and Destroy or something a little more potent. But, definitely give this a whirl. There is a freeware version available, so you're good to go there.
Exactly.
But there are more potent programs.
There's another option you can go with, and it's called Giant, and we have it here. We can pull that up.
There it is.
Giant anti-spyware. That's also a good option to go for if that doesn't work for you either. So there are a couple of choices out there. Don't just stick with your Spybot if it's not working for you.
Yeah, sadly, Kevin, you're going to have to pay for Giant, but it's worth it. Rose was talking about it earlier. He says it's pretty much, it actively monitors your system and looks for anybody who's trying to add spyware, even watches when you install programs and lets you know, like, hey, we've checked this out. It might be spyware, it might not be, so that's a great solution.
Well, it looks like we have another call, Kevin.
Ah, we do.
And this time we have Brent, who joins us from Utica, New York. Hey, Brett.
Hey.
How's it going,
buddy?
Question? Good.
Good. What's your question, sir?
Yes. Can you play CD-ROM games on Xbox?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah, simple answer, no. I mean, I guess you could mod it and install Linux on it and then play a Linux CD-ROM game on it, but I don't think that's what you're going for. Is there a game in particular you wanted on it?
Okay.
Is there a game that you wanted to play specifically, Brett, or not?
No, just one of them. Curious.
Oh, good. Okay.
Well, hey, there you go, buddy. Simple answer. No, you can't. Sorry. Hey, stay where you are. We'll be reading some emails and bringing you all the action from our spam-tastic IRC room when the Screensavers continues. Welcome back to the show. As always, we're going to check in and get your mails and your IRC questions and comments. Let's start it off right now. Here we go. I'm interested in, this is for Kevin Rose. You awake over there, buddy? You're still doing the deals or surfing the Buffy sites?
Just hanging out.
All right, buddy.
Big Buffy fan.
This one comes from Rich Moore. He says, I'm interested in buying a Mac laptop, but only if he can dual boot Linux. Is this possible?
Yeah, totally. There's a couple different distros of Linux out there on the Mac. Yellow Dog, which is a great little distro that I played around with before. There's one of the 2. I think they make a PowerPC port of Debian. I'm not sure, though. I'm going to have to check on that as well.
Now, I'm completely, from what I knew, Macs now, they were running Unix and Linux, right? Like, so does it matter? Is there some programs that you just can't run with the Apple operating system?
Yeah, that's definitely something to consider. You're right. There is a free BSD backend that's already within OS X. So you can install an application like Fink is a great one that goes out there and gets all of these packages and installs them just like you were running. You actually had Linux installed. There's a lot of packages they've already converted over for OS X, so you can run all of your favorite X applications. So.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I have another question. I have replaced, this comes from Peter in Pennsylvania, and he says that he has replaced his landline with the cell phone, except for one thing, his TiVo.
What can he do to have his TiVo work without a phone line for its modem?
Interesting.
That's a very good question.
You're the TiVo queen of the set. I mean,
I'm a big fan of TiVo, and I have a landline, but I just use a dongle, a wireless dongle, a USB connector, so that I don't have a wire running, and I think that should work for the cell phone as well.
For the cell
phone?
Do you mean what does he want to do with the cell phone?
He wants to update his TiVo. You know how a TiVo constantly updates using the landline as a modem?
So he's going to use a dongle to connect to the internet so he can just update the program directory.
Through the internet instead of just going through
You have to make sure that they're, with the Series 2 though, are the ones that had the USB, I believe. The Series 1 I don't think had those ports to where you could hook the wireless adapter in there. I'm not sure though, I'll have to check on that as well.
I'm not sure what type Peter has. He doesn't say, he just says my TiVo. I have TiVo Series 2 and it works fine for me because I just go through the internet. So that's my recommendation. If you have a TiVo Series 1, again, we're not sure about the ports.
Replay TV. Oh, I'm sorry. I got a little scratchy throat.
We got a couple of cheers in the studio for that one too.
Yes. Finally, we have Brett Stallman from someplace here. He wants to know. Oh yes, this is a great question. This is an excellent question. He wants an inexpensive liquid cooling system. He says his budget is around $150 to $200. I mean, that's a pretty slim pickings budget. But do you think he could do it?
That's a good question. I don't liquid cool my PC.
Yeah.
I'd recommend go to Yoshi's forums, yoshi.us. He has all the liquid cooling stuff there. He's a big fan of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's probably possible, right? Just some tubes and a little radiator, and
I don't know how much they run. I've never actually. That's the one thing I haven't done on PC is the liquid cooling.
You're the elite town.
I'm not a huge overclocker. That's the only thing. I just like to have a solid, stable system, and I run all the latest graphics cards and all that stuff. But I don't need to go with the liquid cooling.
All right, right on. Well,
great.
That's going to do it, I think. We've answered a ton of emails today. That's it for this edition of the Screensavers. I'm still Kevin Pereira.
And I'm still Chula Lee. Thanks for watching. We'd like to thank our guests, Eric Nakamura, Dishwalla, and the Nova Logic guy, Brent Houston, and John Daly from Freaks and Geeks. See you next time, and have a great night.